Buying items that are really smart and really practical. We may not need all the other stuff sometimes, but these things I really love. And this is a treat from Bell & Howell that we usually only get for holidays. We have it back just for birthday month. It comes in its own box that's color coordinated. What is it? It's 18 tools in one. That's right. For your summer traveling, for your outdoorsing, whether you're a camper, a hiker, a boater, whatever it is you're doing. Do you drive a car? You should probably have one of these in your glove box. It's 18 tools in one, but what makes it different from all the other ones you find out there? First of all, the quality, the way it feels, done in that durable stainless steel. The fact that it has an actual hammer and an axe. I mean, you never really get a hammer and an axe on these. And then, I mean, imagine, instead of walking around with a toolbox of 18 different tools, you've got it all done, and it comes with everything from the carrying case to its own individual color-coordinated box. But what a great piece or item for your summer travels to take you wherever you go this holiday. 18-in-1 tool with its carrying case that we just got back. It's taken us almost an entire, 6 months to get it back. Compact and lightweight, durable, I mean, really good. Not the cheesy, wimpy, cheapo ones, right? Really great steel construction. Wear on your belt with that case that comes included, and then stash in your glove box. See, that's what I thought of the car first and foremost. Never at this price. It's the lowest here at birthday price, $19.95 for 18 tools. Remember, $19.95 free shipping, $4.99 on a credit card. Be handy, be prepared. And you know who's handy and prepared all the time? This guy here, Lou Caputo. Hi, Lou.
Hello, how are you? I thought I would build something while I was waiting. Take a look at this. Look how easy it is to work with this if I could drive a nail. Look at that right there, boom. So this tool is gonna replace, you ready for this? I'm gonna reach down here real quick.
Yeah.
This tool is gonna replace all of this. And I know for a fact that this is over $100 worth of tools, number one. Number two, I left 2 out. So there's only 16 tools in here, okay? So I left 2 of them out. Let's take a look at this. I wanna show you, I'm gonna come down to this guy that's stuck in the wood, just so we can go over the 18 different things that are on here. Some of them are kind of obvious, but some of them aren't. For instance, we've got the hammer down here. Now, in my mind, it is not a real multi-tool unless it has a hammer.
Of course.
And the other thing it needs, the axe. So you've got the hammer, you've got the axe, you've got straight pliers, you've got pipe pliers, you've got a wire cutter right there. We've got a really sharp straight knife right here. This one, we've got a wood saw, we've got a fish hook remover right there, we've got a Phillips head screwdriver, we've got a chisel. We have 4 different sizes of box wrenches on here. We also have a bottle opener, we have a serrated blade right here, and then we have a straight screwdriver. So you've got all of this on here, and I probably left something out on here. I think I left out the wire cutters. No. Oh, the wire stripper. That's on there too. So you've got all of that on this, and it comes in a very convenient little package that locks closed when you're not using it. But when you want to use it, you just give it a little squeeze. You take that off right there, and it just opens right up. And everything's right here. And I know, like, a lot of folks out there say, listen, I've got a knife that does all of these things. Does it have a hammer? Does it have an axe on it?
That's what makes it so different.
Because you're going to find a lot of times, let's come on down here. Let's take a look at some of the things I can do with this. For instance, I'm going to open this guy up here, and I'm going to take out my saw blade, okay? And I'm going to saw a little piece of wood. Now, you're like, well, when would I use that? You ever get home and you get your Christmas tree there, and that Christmas tree just doesn't want to fit into the pot that you have for it, into your container? Look at the way I can saw through this piece of wood very easily. This is great for camping. I mean, you're going to find there's so many uses for this. If you're a fisherman, if you just like to do stuff outside, let me get through this piece of wood right here. Here we go.
Yeah, because
look how easy.
Because that's the thing. Maybe you don't have to lug out the toolbox every time.
No,
because it's so complete.
Right there. Everything you need is right there. Look at the way I can just destroy this piece of wood right here. Okay, so quick story about cutting wood with this. People are like, when in the world would you use that? My wife, Kelly, is a big crafter. A crafter, okay? She's making a project where she's building a pineapple out of driftwood. Oh my gosh, like flag mounted on a piece of wood. So she was out there last weekend using this very tool, cutting driftwood. Isn't that amazing?
And I mean, the fact that you are literally hammering away here. I mean, speaks to the strength and the durability, because I've seen a lot of these things before, but I've not seen it with the axe on it, okay? I've not seen all of them with the hammer as well, but how strong it is, because the other ones, Lou, let's be honest, the other ones feel kind of cheap in the hand, right? Yeah. And you really couldn't get any big job done. You could probably do most of your honeydew or your to-do things with just this instead of lugging around the toolbox.
Listen, that's why I tell people, keep one in a toolbox or tackle box, keep them in every single car. I carry one in the back of my Jeep. You never know when you're gonna need something like this. Great for boaters, if you camp, if you hike, even if it's just something that's in that junk drawer so you don't have to walk out in the garage and look through the toolbox. This is so much easier to do. Now, you can cut electrical wire with this. You can cut fishing line with this. Look at all the things we can do with this. You can also, now, again, for the crafters out there, this is something like, for instance, if you're doing a project, you're hanging a painting, watch the wire cutter here. So I can put this right inside there, and look at the way I can cut right through that piece of wire. Look how easily it cuts through the wire.
Nice,
so if you're hanging paintings, if you're doing a something that's going to require, like my wife makes wreaths too, okay? So when you're making a wreath with this, you know what I mean? It makes it very, very simple to cut those wires. Now, when you're out there, let's say you've got some loose bolts on something, you don't have to go through your toolbox and look for all the tools. Watch this. This is actually a 4-size box wrench. It's got 6, 7, 8, and 9 millimeter box wrench on here. People go like, well, how in the world is that going to work? Watch what this does, because this is kind of fun. You slide it to find the size of the bolt that you're trying to tighten. See what I mean?
Cool.
So if I go from that one and I go to a bigger one, see, all I do is just slide it, and it fits onto it. And I can even go to the biggest one right here, and that fits right on the end right there. So all you're doing is just sliding it to find the right size, and it grips it, and then you can use it. I mean, it's very, and it's, again, it's like carrying this. In my pocket.
This is the person who owns this is the person you want to be with, right? If you're ever stuck in a situation, if there's ever an emergency, you want to be with that person that's really practical, that's really smart. Imagine not having to lug around the 18 tools. And we know you're doing a lot of summer traveling. I know that flying is really expensive. A lot of people doing road trips as well. Lots of people just enjoying our national parks. Think about having this in your emergency stash, in your backpack. It really is such a great tool for every car in the family. You got a kid that's off to college, wouldn't you want them to have this in the glove box of their car? I know I would.
Oh, yeah.
And so what's nice about this is that this is a product we usually reserve just for holidays, because it's usually the most fantastic stocking stuffer. We brought it out for birthday month. We got it back early just to have it out for birthday. Comes in all the colors, even with its color coordinated box. Remember, you can choose the black today, the camouflage, we've got the green, the blue, the red. Do I have the burlwood still available? I have the burlwood.
Oh, yes,
right that's this one here. There it is. Take a look at that one too, because it really is a looker. But you know, it comes with its own little carry case that you can loop onto your belt. I mean, I've not seen it this strong. Usually the ones you find out there, Lou, feel cheap.
They do.
They feel like they can fall apart.
This is all real steel.
It's so practical.
This is all real steel, and it has heft. You know what I mean? That's a big deal. It feels substantial in your hand. Now, we're gonna go from building things and cutting things and doing all that to making some charcuterie.
I thought you'd never ask.
That's right. Watch this. This is one of the 3 types of cooking I know how to do. There's charcuterie, there's toast, and there's barbecue.
I like it.
That's all the cooking Lou does. But look at the way that I can cut through this cheese. So I'm, you know, you're like, all right, so if you get in a situation where maybe you're out fishing, you're camping, maybe you went to a picnic and you just forgot to bring a knife. Maybe you've got your lunch and you just plain forgot to bring a knife with you. Look at the way it cuts through that. Then we've got our meats over here, and look at the way we can cut right through that meat just like that. So now